right, we've got a grading pre-review of some of the cards that we've received over the past couple of months. We're going to go through one by one, take these out, and give them a good check and clean. This one is a 1996 Topps Chrome Refractor of Mark McGwire. I don't know if it might be a little tough to see, but it's got a horizontal print line running across the upper third of it. Other than that, it looks pretty clean on the front. The left to right centering is good. The top and bottom centering looks fairly decent. And we'll just flip it over. It does have a marking on this top part that will not wipe off. But the back centering shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm new to grading. I haven't sent too many submissions off. Actually, I've only sent one, and that was most recently with a SGC submission. I think it was 7 cards. So I'm learning. This is definitely a process, but I think this one looks good. I don't know what it'll grade. Probably a 9. These old refractors are finicky, but it does look good in my opinion. So we'll just plop that back in there. Plop that back up there. All right, card number 2. This is a 2001 Retrofractor of Pudge. This card turned out really nice. It looks perfect on the front. I don't see any surface issues whatsoever. We'll give it a good little wipe down. The back on these are where the problem would occur. You can probably see that there's some light whiting on the back. So with these are cardboard backs, similar to Topps Heritage. But this card looks good. I was going to send this off in my last submission, but the SGC for whatever reason wasn't able to find it, so did not get sent. So we'll see where this one goes. Honestly, I might send all of these to BGS. I'm kind of over SGC. I think their market, they're just a failing company. Their market is non-existent basically, except for vintage. So I might just stick to BGS until until PSA reopens. Next we have the 1996 Topps Chrome Refractor of Barry Larkin. This one has some heavy, it's a little heavy right to left, and looks like it has a dimple on the top corner up here. Might be a little tough to see, but looks like it has some dimpling. I don't think that matters too much on these old refractors. From what I've read, it would only matter if it affects the presentation of the card, and that doesn't look like it affects the presentation of the card too much. And then the back. This one's actually in really good condition. We'll see how it grades out. I don't even remember how much I paid for this, maybe like $30, $40, maybe even less. Some of these old Topps Chrome refractors can be picked up pretty cheap, surprisingly. The market hasn't really caught up to these, except for the big guns. Obviously just Jeter and Griffey. McGwire was kind of expensive. I think I paid Jeter, Griffey, and Bonds, of course. McGwire, I think I paid like $110, $115 for that. This is a card that I've been holding forever. This was out of my PC. I bought this right when I got back into collecting cards in 2022-ish. But this is the 596 late edition. It's a Topps Chrome, but it's a hollow foil. It's not really a chrome card. It's a foil card. It looks good. I don't know. I don't see any issues with it. These are historically tough to grade just because it is a foil card. And it also is 25 years old at this point. So all of these cards are getting up there in age. Oh, come on. But we'll send this off. This will probably stay in my PC. It was one of the first cards that I bought once I got back into it. Next, we have the 2003 Topps Chrome Trevor Hoffman Black Refractor. 2003 is quickly becoming one of my favorite sets. I just like the design. This little baseball diamond cutout with a profile shot. I don't know. It's a clean design. QC seems pretty decent on these. This one, not so much. It has some print lines right here, a little dimple next to the Topps Chrome logo. But other than that, centering looks good. The one thing I don't like about these is they don't refractor too much. It seems like there was an era in the early 2000s where they increased the parallel counts, and there's like a direct correlation to the parallel count increase to the refractor shining sort of decrease. Back centering, a little heavy left to right. Top and bottom doesn't look too bad. This is numbered out of 199 for the black refractors. And currently I have, like I said, I have 7 cards at SGC right now. They're scheduled to come back in 16 more days. We'll see. That would be if everything was running perfect on their end. So we'll see. This card I never knew existed until I started this sort of old school Topps Chrome hunt project, app design, sort of arbitrage mission into hopefully making enough money to collect the 2001 Bowman Chrome auto of Albert Pujols. That's ultimately the goal, is to get that card. And I saw this and I was like, this is just the coolest image ever. This is like a SSP before SSPs even existed. It doesn't look the best, to be honest. And I overpaid for it. But those are one of the things you learn as you go. I was on vacation. I was in Monterey, and it was late at night, and I saw this pop up, and I was like, I have to have it. So I bought it, and I didn't really look at the condition too much before I bought it. A little bit of an impulse buy. But the problem with this one is the back corners. The back corners are very soft. I don't know if the camera is going to pick this up, but the back corners are all soft. There's a couple of light surface issues on the front as far as surface scratching. So we'll see what this one does. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to submit it. Next, this is, as of now, the most expensive card that I have purchased. This is the 2000 Topps Chrome Barry Bonds. This is a beautiful card. This is a really good refractor on it. And it has no surface issues whatsoever, at least none that I can see. And it's a little heavy left to right, and probably top to bottom. But I don't know as far as the grading standards. Actually, it does have a dimple right here. I don't know if that's visible. But might be within the guidelines of gemming. We'll see. Nothing on the back. Nothing that I can see. Give this a quick little wipe. I think I paid $255 at auction on this one, and Bonds' market's going crazy. It's only going to go up in price, especially with all of these Topps Chrome releases that he's been in lately, and autos. He's got legend autographs, he's got ultraviolet autographs. Over the past couple of years, it's only going to increase in value as people retrospectively go back on his sort of early Topps Chrome cards. Here we have a Trevor Hoffman Topps Chrome Gold Refractor. I believe this is from 2000. Oh no, this is 2001. It's a Retrofractor. It has some whiting on the back edges. It also has some fraying. You can kind of see from the cut 25 years ago. But this card's sick. This would actually be a cool card to get autographed because it has a white, sort of a white out box right there naturally from the catcher. I don't even know how they got this shot. Is that a catcher or a fan? Looks like the catcher. The cameraman, Lord knows where that cameraman was. We'll give this one a wipe down. This one's got dust all over it. It's got the ball right there. This is just a cool card. Next, we've got Vlad, another Vlad card. This is the 2006 design, black refractor. Got this one pretty cheap. This one looks good. QC on this one looks really good. This one's crisp, 2006, good for you guys. Centering looks great. The refractor is pretty good. This feels like just a more premium card stock. 2006 just feels more robust. This one's number 2, 490 or 549. I gotta pick up the pace. I gotta keep this video under 30 minutes, or I am not gonna know what to do from a production standpoint. Here's a 1996 Topps Chrome Refractor of John Elway. This one, I just bought this on auction from eBay, and it just went really low compared to recent sales. I wasn't planning on getting into football at all, but all this stuff really just does wipe off. I wasn't planning on getting into football, but it was probably 30% lower in price than recent sales. And this one is thin. This card stock's thin, especially coming from that 2006 design. We'll see what it grades. Elway, I have no clue what his market is. I don't know anything about the football market. It was just a purchase during, I think Fanatics Fest was going on, so people probably weren't watching. Here's a Matsui Topps Chrome from 07. 2007 is one of my favorite designs. This is the year that I went pretty crazy as a kid on collecting Topps. I didn't do Topps Chrome as a kid, but I did the entire flagship set of 2007, and I dragged my poor mother to Walmart and Target just about every day to beg for packs of cards. But I would also go to card shops and sit in the bins and just look around for. This has got some crud all over it. There's got to be like some spray you can put on these just to like spritz it off. This just got crud. It just needs cleaned. Like some saline solution or something. But anyway, yeah, I would sit in the local card shop and for hours and just dig through the boxes to find base cards for the set to complete it. And then, of course, the Jeter, George W. Bush, Mickey Mantle cards in there. And that card was cool to try to hunt down in packs back then. Here's another card that just kind of looked good, I guess. Both from a condition standpoint, and he's going to be eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2027. It just made sense to purchase this. Probably top 5 running back of all time. This is the white refractor, numbered to 698, or no, 869. Yeah, it looks good. His market is doing pretty well right now. We'll send this off, see what it comes back as. So here's the next one, is a 2003 silver refractor of Scott Rolen. These were mail-in redemption only from Topps Chrome, I think Series 2, maybe even retail, I don't know. But these are really rare. There's only like 60 total graded for the entire set, and then I think Jeter has the most graded at 10, and then Griffey at 8. So none of these have ever been graded, at least of this specific card. And then it does say silver refractor right down there. I mean, it looks pretty good. It's not going to 10. It has a couple of dimples on the front. It's a little heavy on the left, but it is a cool card. I was a Cardinals fan growing up, and during that era, Rolen was one of my favorite players, so it is kind of a cool card to have. Next, we have a Mark McGwire card. This one's been sitting here for a while. This was actually the first Topps Chrome sort of vintage, old school Topps Chrome card that I purchased. And I was like, this is sort of the catalyst to start this project. It has surface crud all over it. Let me know if there's like something you can spray on these to clean these. Like it, and I know it's controversial to clean cards, but it's like there's just crud on there. You should be able to wipe it off before you send it in, right? This one's numbered to 522, and the cool thing about these old Topps Chrome cards is the numbering on these ones. This is from 2000. It's got some light surface scratching on the back too. This one honestly probably shouldn't even go in. We're gonna keep you raw there, Marky Mark. Has a good shine though. Next we've got the Tom Glavine, 1896 Topps Chrome. Can't remember how much I paid for this one. It wasn't too expensive, maybe 50-60 bucks. Centering looks pretty good on this, maybe a little heavy on the bottom. It does have a horizontal print line. For whatever reason, most of these have, or not most, but these do have a tendency to have horizontal print lines. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it does run right around along this sort of bottom third. And then the back looks pretty, it looks pretty clean. Centering left to right, a little heavy. Top and bottom, a little heavy as well. This one has no crud though. Next, we've got the Ichiro from, I think this is 08. Yes, 2008. White refractor. This has almost, I mean, it does have some refraction. In person, it doesn't really have that much refraction. This is one of the few cards where in person, it doesn't show as well as on camera. It shows way better on camera. But nonetheless, actually this is just the base refractor. It's not even a white refractor. I don't know if they did white refractors that year. Centering is a little off in the back. On the front, it looks pretty good. No crud on this one. No, we'll see. And here's a 1997. Yeah, this is a 97. I believe this might be 98. Yeah, this is 98. The 97 and 98 design look somewhat similar. Well, not really. Of Tom Glavine. Centering's a little heavy on the top and left. But this card's funny. I mean, he's running the bases in a jacket. That's hilarious. And it is heavy on the back, top and left as well. But other than that, other than centering, it's clean. It doesn't have any dimpling. It's just a clean card. It's a funny card too. And then last, we've got the 97 Sammy Sosa. This one has a print line here running straight down on the right third of the card. Very strange to have a print line there. Heavy on the left. Corners are sharp. Good refraction. Heavy on the top up here. But other than that, it looks good. It has some crud on it too, a little bit. I feel like most of these just need just some fucking spray. So that's that. I'm probably gonna send these off to BGS. Yeah, I'll probably send these to Beckett. I think I'm done with SGC. I think SGC is dead. I think they're a dead company. They got bought by collectors and they just canned them basically. So thanks for watching.